Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to March's layout share. Look at all of this lovely gorgeousness, if I may say so myself. So, my friends, of course, as you know, since you've been here with me every single day this month, we had Series 9 of 30 Days of Sketches. So I actually got 33 projects done this month because day 6, I did do the double page. There were a couple of other double page sketches, but I turned those into single pages. But I did get day 6, as a double page. And then I got 2 additional layouts done because we had some fun celebratory hops this month. We had 1,500 subbies to celebrate for Scrappy Kathy and 1,000 subbies to celebrate for Scrappy Adam. So for the rest, I pretty much tried to combine all of the fun challenges or collaborations where I could. And unfortunately, I took a break from May I Scrap Lift You, which will be back starting, what day are we today? We're Thursday, so Saturday we'll be back with a May I Scrap Lift You. So let me just go through these. I know you have been with me and you've been following all month long, but I know many of you like these month end wrap-up so that you can see in one place all of the projects of the month, and then see if you may have missed a video here and there, which with everything going on and all the awesome inspiration everywhere all over YouTube, I would not be surprised. So I've got a 6x8 here for my reading and watching and eating album. This, I believe, was day 9. These are in no particular order, and I'm definitely not going to remember which day every single one of them is, but I will try. There we go. Some stamping on the background, stitching, and on the background here, it's actually stamping, so I kind of like that, and it gives the same effect, I guess, as the packaging technique. It's a stamp I have from, an older stamp from Stampin' Up! So there we go. Then stretch the sketch. This month I did an 8.5 by 11, so I shrunk my sketch from 12 by 12 down to 8.5 by 11. This will go in my nephew's family album from a holiday they took back in 2017. Lots and lots of fussy cutting here. You will notice as well that I have flair on, I think, every single layout, and I did try and get the Dotty About Flair prompts done on every single layout as well, except for 1 or 2. So it's been a great month all around. There we go. All right, now let's get into the 12 by 12. Everything else is 12 by 12. So this one I do know is day 1, and it's a sketch from the lovely Lisa Sikorsky from Scrap-A-Sketch, her Facebook group. I love her sketches. So one of the goals I have for April is to try and do a couple. She puts a new sketch up in her Facebook group every Friday. So I'm definitely going to try and get a couple of those done this month because I do love her sketches. There we go. I used my Scrapping Reflections. I've got the subscription kind of to the Stencil of the Month Club. So I used, this would be the February stencil on this one of my little Chopin, how he's always been a cuddler. This was early on. I think this might have been day 3. This was definitely day 4 because it was also for a Spiegel Mom Scraps design team project where I love that I just sort of went around this circle to just bring everything in focus and frame in the layout with some gorgeous sequins. There we go. This one using Simple Vintage Weathered Garden into my Prague album. A little bit of tearing here. This was maybe, I think maybe day 5. Hybrid scrapbooking. So I used here the Tracy Reed Foodie Collection along with Nicole Jones 911 Digiprints. Cheers to 85, my grandmother's 85th birthday. I think this will go into my mom's album. I think I have 2 other layouts of this particular birthday, so I might put 2 in my mom's album and 1 in mine. This is the double page layout. This was from day 6, so I do remember that. And I got the US Open from 2021, September 2021, documented the championships, ATP, WTA, so the men's championships and the women's championships. And I got some stitching done on this one as well and used the Vicky Bouton Fernwood, I believe. There we go. December groundhog stat. So this was a fun one. It's a little raccoon, not a groundhog, but what can I tell you? There you go. Got this one done, documenting, of course, that our Christmas 2021 was rinse and repeat from 2020. Another Simple Vintage, Simple Story, Simple Vintage Weathered Garden for the Prague album. My background here is the Bella Boulevard Besties. Let me see, am I still getting you in frame? Yes. Okay, bring this down. I love this one. This might be one of my favorites for the month for sure. I went in and I used the My Mind's Eye Gingham Foundry. It's a gorgeous sketch by Daisy Scraps. So I think this was maybe day 19? And I did stamping on the background. So I'm happy that this month I got some stamping done, which I don't do near enough. And I do remember the Dottie About Flair prompt here. It was doodling. So I got a little bit of doodling and filled up my lovely corner here. And I love, love, love these Flair. I sort of call them mod. I don't know what you would call them, but I love them and they fit perfectly on this page. For my Prague album, once again. Love this one as well. This I remember as well, was day 14 because it was the first day of exclusive sketches by our scrappy friends that were playing along with us, who also provided exclusive sketches. And day 14 marked the first one, and then the remainder of the month were exclusive sketches for us. And I believe the Dottie About Flair prompt here was mixed media. And I got another lovely shaker pocket using the Spiegelmom scraps. I used the Gladioli Fiesta, is it Fiesta Garden? Quite a bit this month because it matched a lot of the page kits that I had put together and a lot of the supplies I was using, namely the Cartabella Summer Collection and the Cartabella Gather at Home. This I remember was day 13 because I had a different plan and then somehow I went off the rails and I did this, but I do love it. This gorgeous, gorgeous big doily, and it's also a Nicole Jones 911 design team project. And this is sort of outtakes from that same 85th birthday, I believe, but this time would have been at my grandmother's. So I guess we must have had 2 celebrations on that day, maybe. I mean, that's my uncle and aunt from Quebec, so I guess they came and maybe we had lunch with the mums and then went at my grandmother's residence and then went to mom's for dinner. I can't quite remember. I'll have to ask my mom. I might keep this one in my album. I'm not sure my mom will appreciate the outtake photos. Love this one. This I do remember is day 16. And it's a gorgeous sketch by Janet Fritz, my friend Janet from Galaxy Girl Creations. Some more stitching, some more Nicole Jones 911, some flair, all sorts of goodies here. And I don't remember the prompt, but I'm pretty sure I did get it on. I don't know, was it maybe pattern? I don't remember. So there you go. But anyway, go back and look at all the videos where I go through everything with you. This is day 18 and a lovely sketch by Katie Scott from the Scrappy Sisters. Scrappy Sisters here on YouTube and Scrappy Sisters Oz, O-Z, over on Instagram. Gorgeous perspective, some flair. Oh, and this was, the prompt was pattern paper background because I had originally planned on doing a white background. And this is a little busy for me, but I love, love, love it. This is not a 30 Days of Sketches. This was for Scrappy Kathy's 1500 subby celebration. And of course, it is a scrap lift of her. And this lovely cut file that I had originally planned for day 13, I managed to get it done and used. Winter, the one that would not leave. There you go. 2021. So, and I got lots of lovely perspectives on here and flair. And so this one is just a tongue-in-cheek sort of fun. But you know what? It will not leave. We are the 31st today. I'm recording this on the 31st. And people, it's still pretty much winter here. So, you know that drunk that won't leave at 2 o'clock in the morning? That's winter this year. There we go. This one I had combined with this month's Scrap 5, my little Pookie there, and I had to use a technique that intimidated me. So the lovely Becky from who organizes this for us got me to back a couple of cut tiny, but they are backed, my friends. They are backed. Day 10, I believe this was, and this was a little challenging for me because the sketch itself, which was gorgeous, had the photo way up here, and I didn't like that effect at all, so I brought the photo down here, but I did do it in circular fashion, and the Dotty About Flair prompt was circles here, very fitting. Day, was this 15? This was a sketch by my lovely friend Shannon from She's Crafty, and I love, love, love. This sketch is destined to become a go-to design for me, for sure. And one of my favorite Bramble Fox pieces on here, sets actually that I use, because these lovely leaves are from the same set. My flair, of course, and a couple of chipboard from the Gingham Foundry collection. This was combined with Spiegel Mom Scraps design team. Got some fun shaker pockets on here. And in this video, I give you my quick little secret to doing very easy and quick shaker pockets with your punches. And this was day 17. And this was a double page. And I actually used the left-hand page and a portion of the left-hand page. So I had fun this month using the double page sketches and adapting them. One I did as a double page, one I just did one side of the page, and this one I actually used a portion just to give an idea of all of the different ways that we can adapt sketches to our projects and needs or style. Day 22, a lovely sketch by my dear friend Ronnie Sue Scrapper here on YouTube, a cut file, some chipboard. I did not do actual stitching. I just sort of glued the twine around it, but I got quite a bit of twine. So I'm quite pleased with the variety of little techniques and supplies and things that I used this month. Day 21, a sketch by the lovely Rebecca, my friend Becky from Rebecca Lockhart Scraps. And I had originally thought this was a Stash Dive Tuesday, when in fact it was a Monday. So it pretty much is sort of a second Stash Dive Tuesday for that week. This was a sketch by Jazz from the Scrappy Sisters. Again, here, Scrappy Sisters here on YouTube and Scrappy Sisters Oz, O-Z, over on Instagram. Love, love, love the paper tearing, which was the Dotty About Flair prompt. Got my flair, and again, used quite a few lovely perspective pieces. And this pretty much got the Echo Park Winter Collection killed. I have no more 12 by 12 sheets left, and just some scraps, which you're going to see probably in Build-A-Page in April. This was a sketch by Dolly Boyd, who is scrapping on the go here on YouTube. I got some mixed media on the background. This was a fun central design as well, and my journaling will be in this little pocket here. This was not a 30 Days of Sketches. This was Scraplifting Scrappy Adam, my dear and lovely friend Adam, as we were celebrating his 1,000 subbies. So some paper tearing, and a little bit of random here. I got some mushrooms on there. I scrap lifted him fairly literally, though. So, and I think this one on this day, which was the 24th, I had not gotten the prompt done, which was distressing. So I claimed it on this layout. Let me bring this down a bit. So I claimed it on this layout where I got some tearing done and distressed these edges, again from my grandmother's 85th birthday. I love this one. This might be another one of my favorites this month. It was the sketch by Sarah Scraps on the 26th, I believe, and the prompt that day was dies and punches. And I got some dies out. I did a little fussy cutting. I just really love, and I used my Simple Vintage Weathered Garden, and I used the background for part of the effect in Sarah's sketch. This is a fun one. Now, you see, this is another double page, and this was by Jackie from JQ Crafty. And what I basically did is use the larger and focal elements from both pages on one, and I kind of love this. I'm kind of proud of myself for this one, actually, and got a little bit of twine on there as well. My flair, of course, some beautiful Spiegelmom scrap sequins, and some quite old photos from the mid-'80s in New Orleans. This was by Jessie B, scrapbooking. Lovely sketch, some more hexagons. We had lots of hexagons this month, and you all know how I love my hexagons, so I was well served this month for that. Some distressing, some inking, always, as always, some flair. This is day 29, I believe, and this is the sketch by Adam for us. And the prompt, the prompt was 3 or more shapes. So stars, hexagons, and circles. So that is going into my Prague album and Gingham Foundry as well. My mind's eye on that. My mind's eye Gingham Foundry on this one. And this was the sketch by Christy's Beautiful Life, my dear, dear, dear friend, the mastermind of 30 Days of Sketches. So this one was day 30, so it was the crowning glory to our series. And finally, this one, which was by Scrapping on the Fly by the lovely Kristen Foster. Yes. And she had this lovely element in the back, and I decided to use a cut file, which I did a little bit of a wash with some mist, some tearing, some flair here again, perspectives, and Nicole Jones 911 printable. So a little bit of everything on here. And I used Cartabella Summer collection on this. So there you go, my friends. And I didn't point out because I also, of course, did Build-A-Page this month and got 6 Build-A-Page layouts actually done. So either just before this one or just after, hopefully I will be back with sort of the wrap-up from which of these projects were for Build-A-Page and what I have left for Build-A-Page this month. So thank you so much again for having been with me here all month. Very, very active on my channel this month. Maybe a little less active in April, although there will be at least 3 or 4 projects a week for sure, because Sketch Sunday is still here. May I Scrap Lift You on Saturdays. I have some design team projects, of course, coming up. Stash Dive Tuesdays. So there'll still be lots of fun going on in April before we get to a fun month-long series in May again, my friends, with May I Scrap Lift You. See you soon. Thank you so much, my friends. Bye for now.